Hello all, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the LD only walkthrough. It's episode 63. And this episode is all about helping you understand the best ways to get that LD5. So maximizing your LD chances. Yeah, I just want to help people out. I'm a giver. I just give. So that's my job. So let's get into it right away. But what we're here for today is my most common question I get from people on YouTube, people in chat on the game, is how do you get so many LD5s? So I've gotten 3 on my LD only account, 3 on my Babes and Beasts account, 1 on my main, and 1 on my iSpeed Max account. And I feel like I've been really lucky. Getting LD5s is all about the luck.
All life is a game of luck.
A real man makes his own luck, Archie. Right?
Speed. Actually, I gotta agree with Cal. It's not all about the luck. It's about making your own luck. And that means you need to put effort in to get LD chances. And so this video is all about where do we get those chances. So I've compiled what I think is a very comprehensive list of everywhere in the game that you can get LD pieces or LD scrolls. And we're gonna walk through that so that you can see everywhere that we're going. So the first area is Arena. It's where I get a lot of my pieces from. And first part is just in the shop. You go to Arena. It's right here. I haven't started getting them yet this week, but I usually do enough Arena wings that I get 500 points and I get 10 pieces here. So that's every week. And I pretty much make that goal every week. In World Arena, you can get a full LD scroll, so 50 pieces every month. So you have to do wings for RTA, and it's not difficult to get 600 points. So it costs 600 points to get all 5 of those. I usually finish RTA in Fighter 2, Fighter 3. I'm not a high-level RTA player, but it's really easy to get those scrolls. If you do Special League, you can get medals, which then translates into more medals here, and so that helps you get the scrolls easier. And then guild points, you can get another 10 pieces per week. So that's where there's 3 spots right there that you can get pieces. And then also in the shop under guild, people often forget about this. The guild seal shop, so every time you complete a siege season, you get guild seals. And there's unlimited purchases at 350 seals, which is a pretty steep price. But if you're looking for the LD5s, you gotta do siege, and you can get your seals at the end of every season and get 2 or 3 scrolls based on the number of points you get. So that's Arena. And then also, when inter-server Arena is up, you get rewards. And you get battle rewards, which this server season reward. So once a season, you'll get a box, which has a chance of LD pieces and light and dark pieces. And there's no all attribute scroll here. So, and then also in the glory reward, I think I recently got one. Yeah. So if you look at the glory rewards, you get a bunch of nice rewards just for doing your inner server. So there's 1 LD there, a second one here, and then at the very end there's an all attribute. And so that's another great area, and it really doesn't take much. I still have to do mine for this week, but every round lasts a week, and there's 4 rounds. So you can get, when that reward, when you finish getting 100,000 points, the rewards reset and you get to go into it again. So just do your inner server wings. It doesn't cost any energy, and you get a bunch of nice rewards out of it. So the last place in the arena is if you go into weekly rewards. They added this fairly recently. This wasn't in my old video. If you finish C1 or higher, you get LD pieces. And this is every week. I have not made it to C1 yet, but that is one of my major goals now that I'm actually trying on Arena. And so we hope to get those soon. And so that's it in Arena. And then you go into Trial of Ascension. And you have normal. Level 90 gives you an LD scroll. Level 90 on hard gives you an LD scroll, and level 100 gives you an all attribute. And most people do that all the time. But what I have not completed this yet. One of my goals in the next month or two will be to get 15 stars so I can get my light and dark scroll here, and then 20 stars to get the legendary all attribute. I don't know how realistic it is for my account to do that, but we're going to give it a shot. So those 2 more places there. And then another thing which I've just started doing is the Challenge of Ascension. I've pretty much ignored this content. And being a LD only account, I can only do the Tower of Light and the Tower of Dark. And so that limits us to 60 total levels cleared, which limits our Spires of Ascension rewards to 60 levels. And I don't really think I can get all 60, but if you look at the Spires of Ascension, now this is just a one-time reward, but at stage 20, you get a LD scroll. And then again at stage 40, and again at stage 60, 80, and 100. So there's 5 LD scrolls sitting there, and most people don't do that content. So it's another area. Now those are only one-time scrolls, but there's 5 of them. Every day, do a summoner's duty and summon 3 monsters, and you get your LD piece. That's another 30 pieces every month. So, and that's super easy to do. So if you look at the rewards, you don't get anything from the battle rewards, but the experience rewards are pretty nice. So you go through here, and there's the first LD scroll, and then there's 15 pieces and another LD scroll, and at the end there's an all attribute scroll. So doing your world guild battle is really important to get those chances. And then Siege, which is actually my favorite content in the game. So you can get LD pieces or full LD scrolls from the trophy boxes after every Siege. And then you also build up experience as you're doing each Siege. So, and actually let's go, I'm at the end of the rewards right now. So we got the legendary all attribute. We're going to get that. And then it resets. And so now I got another 30 crystals, and I'm 945 points away from the next crystals. And then everything has been reset, and you march towards that LD. And then you get another 15 LD pieces, and then another LD scroll, and then the legendary all attribute at the end. So great place. And Siege is really good content. We're in We Are Good, Just Kidding on global, and we're a G1 guild. We're always looking for a couple more active players. We're trying to push towards G2, but we know we need to get more people in. And we're trying to do it in a non-stressful way. We have a lot of fun when we play. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. And so it's a nice, cool atmosphere. And we're slowly getting more people in that appreciate a laid-back Siege. So I'm going to organize where you get your LD pieces and LD scrolls into one group called Guaranteed Rewards. If you do the work, you're going to get the reward. And then the next one is RNG. ComTwist loves RNG, so random chances of getting stuff. And then the final one, we'll just talk about purchasing scrolls a little bit, but that's not something I like to do. So we're gonna. Okay, so inside the craft building, you always have to go and do your reappraisals, ancient reappraisals, and engrave conversion stones. But the main thing I always try to do every week is to craft. Every week you can craft 30 LD pieces. You just have to sacrifice 4 stars. And so one way you can do that is just from 4 stars that you summon. So you want to summon as many scrolls as possible, as often as possible, so you can get some 4 stars that you can sacrifice. But I also sometimes make fusion 4 stars, and you can feed those for the LD pieces. So that's what I did this week. I had some extra time, so I went through and I fused 4 Melias. So we're just looking for things that are either fusions or just not usable. I can speed up Taoist with 3 stars, so I don't need to keep him. She has a fusion counterpart, and so does Garrow. So those are 3 that can be easily fed, and I don't worry about that. And then I won't do it on video right now, but I also usually feed 4 stars for the legendary summons, not because they're useful, but they could potentially lead to a dupe net 5. And so I do try to do those as often as possible. I always do the legendary magic boxes because you can get LD pieces or even a full scroll, which we didn't get this time. But it's usually fairly nice rewards, so we'll keep those. And then also, if you're getting close to full on your elemental crystals and your condensed magic crystals, you can use mystical magic boxes. They can give it a full LD scroll, which I've had that happen, or you can get LD pieces. And it's not very often, but it's not horrible. And if you got a little bit of time, oh, I should have checked on that gem. Nice to get a hero gem though. But if you've got the time, you make a little bit of mana, because typically you get more mana than what you put in. So all it does is cost you mana to craft. Now it does use a lot of condensed magic crystals, so you have to make sure you have plenty of those. But I've been farming Rift Beasts a lot, so I have plenty of stuff. So this actually prevents you from filling up and then wasting stuff that would normally collect. So I usually go down to like 7,000 or 6,000, and then I let it build back up. And when I get closer to full again, then I start doing this to use them up. So you're using resources that would otherwise just normally be full up. So go check your resources, and if you're maxed on this, you're wasting resources. So, but it's not very often that you'll get it out of these. So it's not a great source, but you got resources to burn anyway. And every once in a while you get a decent grind or a decent gem. So you're getting other stuff that can be useful. You also get engraved summons pieces. Okay, so we didn't get any this time. That's all right. And then you also can do unknown scrolls. Now the chances here are only for LD pieces, and it's pretty rare, but I have gotten them. If you have a ton of essences sitting around, you can also burn them through this and convert to at least a few LD pieces and also legendary pieces. So all those boxes are at least a little bit useful. If you've got the time, might as well. Next source is the Guild Magic Shop, and this is completely random. We only got 12 minutes left, so we'll see what happens on the next one there. I try to refresh that whenever I've got extra guild pieces just to see if we get them. And then also, the Magic Shop is a really good source. In fact, I think this is a better source of LD chances than buying the Premium Pack 2, because if you buy the Premium Pack 2, it's 1,350 crystals, which is very exorbitant. It's a lot. And I like using it for here. I like to do magic shop refreshes. I don't normally buy. And I really like that they've made it, you can do it fast now. And you do blow through crystals, but it stops you whenever you get something nice. So here's a mystical scroll. I usually buy those, and I usually also buy the unknowns when I'm stopping. So we got engraved summoning pieces. It's so nice now, you can't skip anymore. It tells you when you've got a good item. We'll buy that just to turn that into legendary crafting pieces. Shield rune, we'll do that as well. We're gonna sell it. And then we got the 10 legendary crafting pieces. That's what we're, if we have mana, we'll turn it into legendary crafting pieces. Another mystical. And we're just waiting for, you can see that LD pieces don't come up that much, but it's all random. Sometimes you'll get them like 2 or 3 pulls in a row, which is pretty crazy. Right now, here we go, light and dark summoning pieces. So that's a good place. You get a lot of runes, you get mystical scrolls, you get LD pieces, you get engraved summons. And then one thing I forgot about in the arena was that when 2v2 is up, you can get some additional rewards, and I don't remember what those rewards are. I don't remember if there's LD pieces and scrolls in there, but 2v2 might be another source of those. So hopefully someone can comment down in the YouTube comments if you know that you can in fact get LD pieces or LD scrolls from 2v2. Okay, so another source of LD pieces and LD scrolls is the shop. One is under normal. Under special, you can get premium pack 2, which gives you 1 LD scroll, 7 attribute scrolls, a little bit of mana, and it's really, you can buy 5 of these a month now, but it takes 1,350 crystals. It's really expensive. I sometimes buy them when I have extra crystals, but I don't normally, because I need my crystals for farming since I'm very active. But that is a spot. And then the one I really like is Ancient Crystals. You just need 90 Ancient Crystals, which you get by feeding dupe net 5s, and you can get more LD scrolls. So it's typically 3, but then for every 4 or 5 dupe net 5s you feed, you get an extra 4th scroll. So a really nice place to get LDs that doesn't really cost you anything. Okay, so the next section we're going to talk about is the random rewards, the RNG. Comtois loves their RNG. So one place is World Boss, and you can see it's just crystals here, but each time you do World Boss, you get 9 items. Once you get up to triple S or S and higher, you get 9 items. So you get 9 chances at LD pieces or an LD scroll, and I've gotten both from World Boss. So I do my 3 World Boss hits every day. Next area for LD scrolls is events. And we just had the somewhat controversial 10x10 event where you got 10 LD scrolls, which is the most LD scrolls they've ever given out of an event. The event was not well thought out and didn't meet people's expectations. So that was kind of a bummer, but still got 10 LD scrolls out of it. And I did get 1 LD4 out of it. That was new. But that's better luck than most people. Most people got nothing, or they got like a dupe Hall of Heroes. And then this is a nice event that gives an all attribute scroll. So we got that picked up already. And that's the only 2 events really active right now. They'll typically give anywhere from 1 to like well, we saw 10 LD scrolls in one event, but 1 to 10 scrolls per month in events. So if you're doing the events, you're getting more LD chances. Next source is Monter Subjugation. And you can get in your trophy boxes. So this is, oh, we can actually go back and see. I don't think I've gotten one recently. Oh, here we go, 5 LD pieces. So, and you can get full LD scrolls out of here. Now, this was a nice week. But Monter Subjugation is a piece of cake. You do that and you get your trophy boxes. And every once in a while you get an LD pieces or an LD scroll. Okay, the last thing we'll talk about is actually purchasing LD scrolls, which I've done that in the past, but I rarely do it anymore. The main way I do that is I go under the efficient tab, I go under daily. Now, every once in a while I'll get the daily pack 3, which gives you 5 light and dark pieces per day. And as long as you log on every day, you get a total of 150 pieces, which is 3 scrolls in a month. And that costs you basically $10 an LD scroll. And you get a bunch of crystals to give you other benefits to allow you to keep farming. So I've done that before. And then, you know, you can see here monthly bonus package and 1 LD for no one buys this, but $100 for that. But you know, you get these special update packs. You can see here an LD scroll plus 25 mysticals for $20. Generally, if there's some kind of special pack and it's more than $10 for an LD scroll, regardless of what else is in the pack, I won't buy it. I think one time there was a $4.99 LD scroll, but I don't remember that once, and I could be remembering that wrong. Typically, Com2uS limits it to an LD scroll. The minimum price is going to be $9.99 for a scroll. And so I do keep an eye out for those, and every once in a while I get tempted and I buy it, but it's pretty rare. It's like once or twice a year. But you know, if you're a whale and you got plenty of money, and you know, please only spend what you can afford. You know, think of this game as kind of like a gambling game. If you can afford to gamble a little bit and you know you're going to lose all that money, and you have fun doing it, go right ahead. But if you're struggling to buy groceries or something, don't buy LD scrolls. The chances of getting an LD5 are really low, and it's just throwing money away. And that's just the way it has been for a very long time in this game, 10 years. And so now we're gonna nerd out here a little bit, and we're gonna do a little bit of math. So we're gonna bring this. I prepared a spreadsheet. This is where all the viewers drop off immediately, right? So here's all the guaranteed rewards listed by arena, you know, the location, which tab, what type of reward you're getting, and then how often you can get that reward. And then this is the column that kind of matters. This is how much can you get per month. And then this is the difficulty, along with a few notes about what you need to do. So feel free to screenshot that, and you can keep that to show where you need to do your work. You know, so the craft building, you can craft LD pieces weekly, you get 30. So it's 120 a month, which is an LD scroll and 20% of another one. It's kind of hard to do because you need to use 4-star monsters. If you're summoning a ton, then it makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, you have to fuse 4 stars. And so then here's the RNG rewards. These are just completely random. World boss, events, Monter Subjugation, siege, trophy box per week, or per siege. So 2 per week. Arena inner server, season server reward is a monthly. Craft building, you can do some stuff. Magic shop, guild magic shop, arena. Maybe 2v2, don't know. Arena's also up here though. You need to finish, you know, in the weekly reward, you need to finish C1 or higher to get the LD pieces. I really want to accomplish that soon. And then, so people very commonly ask me, how do you do it? How did you get So I've actually, for my accounts, I've summoned a total of 8 LD5s. My LD only account has 3. My Babes and Beasts has 3. My main only has 1. Not a very good one either. In Ice Speed Max account I'm just kind of playing with right now, I summoned Nyx on there. So, but how did I do that? And one of the best ways to show that is just put forth effort. So I just did it in my previous video. I redid my statistics that I've been keeping for the LD only account. We've basically had 464 LD chances. That's, LD scrolls, 10-year scrolls, all attribute scrolls, those all count as chances. So 464 chances over just over 2 years. And if you do that math, that's actually 19 LD summons per month. And so you can see I'm not fully reaching my potential because you should be able to get 3 to 6 scrolls from pieces with decent effort, and then another 15 full scrolls from guaranteed rewards. And then here you can get another 65 to 160 RNG LD pieces and another 15 scrolls per month. And so if you're putting a lot of effort in and you get some good RNG, you could easily get 30 LD scrolls a month. How have I done over the last 2 years? I've averaged about 19 scrolls a month. That also includes events. That's everything I've been doing. So if you put in the level of effort I'm doing, you can expect around 20 scrolls a month. Because people are always asking me, how do you have so many LDs all the time? I've bought a few, but really very limited. All the rest have been through just farming, putting the time in. And so if you're getting 19 per month, that's over 200 chances a year. And if you look at the rates, which are abysmal, so you can see a LD5 is a 0.35% chance from an LD scroll. Where is it? Legendary all attribute is actually slightly better. It's 0.4%. 10-year scrolls is 0.05%, but you get a lot more of those scrolls. So you actually have a pretty decent chance of getting an LD5 from 10 years. I haven't had it happen yet, but I know some people who have, so they've gotten lucky. Sometimes you just get lucky in life.
All life is a game of luck.
A real man makes his own luck, Archie. Right?
Speed. Okay, Cal, we know you like to talk. Just give it a rest. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. And I do encourage you to get as many summons as possible and summon as much as possible. Every summon is a chance at a dupe nat 5, and that gets you LDs. And we will be doing engraved summon pieces today because I've got all 3 of these monsters, so any nat 5 I pull will be a dupe. So when Com2us changed it to where you could only feed dupe nat 5s to get LD scrolls, a lot of people talked about, I'm going to quit my LD only account because I can't get the summons that I want anymore. Well, this spreadsheet and this video shows you there's plenty of other opportunities to get LD scrolls. You just got to put the work in. And once you've gotten a decent number of nat 5, you start getting dupes. So you just have to build up your summons over time. So we'll actually go ahead and start with these. So we've got 30, 38, 39. We've got 40 engraved summons. So we got lightning, but I don't think that's LD5 lightning. Or I don't think that's nat 5 lightning. No. So we're getting lightning, but we're not getting what we want. We want to get a dupe nat 5. Okay, not getting it. We got our gargoyle though. It seems like we always have to summon a gargoyle. Having only 40 scrolls is not an amazing chance, but we thought we might have a decent chance. Okay, none from regular. Let's see if we get one legendary. Can we get a dupe nat 5? I don't think that's 4-star, yeah. Okay, so we didn't get it from engraved. That's too bad. Okay, so now we'll try mysticals. No lightning. Love it. Things come to us, and at least we got a lightning this time. But I think that's, wow, 3 nat 4s. No lightning. Last chance, we got lightning, but I don't think that's nat 5 lightning. Oh, hello. Oh, man. 2 brand new nat 5s. Lightning did not look like it was nat 5 lightning. Wow. Both new, though, but that's 2 more monsters that will be dupes next time. So, can't complain about that. I love filling up the Pokédex because that means just there's more chances in the future that we're going to see a dupe nat 5. So we'll take that. I'm happy with that. 2 nat 5s and a 10 pull. We will take it. Poison Master, Rune Blacksmith. Nothing exciting there. 5 waters. All right, and then we managed to collect 2 more LDs, a legendary, and 2 all attributes. So we'll get rid of the legendary first just to see if we get a nat 5, which I don't think we did. Nope, String Master. So we'll do the LDs first and then the all attribute. No lightning there. Like Charger Shark. Not very useful. Okay. Light Mystic Witch, which I'm actually thinking about building a dupe of. So I can have 1 for Siege and 1 for RTA. No, sorry, 1 for Siege and 1 for Dungeons. So, 2 chances left. Can we get that LD Spark? Nope, not there. Water Sky Dancer. And Fire Assassin. Okay, so we didn't luck out this time, but we got 2 more nat 5s, which will be dupes in the future. So, but I just wanted to share with you, that's everywhere that I can think of that you can get LD pieces and scrolls from in the game. If you can think of another area that I've forgotten about, please make sure you leave a YouTube comment. And I will try to maybe in the future edit this video or just put out another one that talks about the areas that I missed. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck on getting your LD5 toys. That's what everyone's after. Until next time, see ya.